Okay, please type as MySQL Windows download in Google search, no? MySQL Windows download. Please select first one, download MySQL installer. Yeah, click on that. Scroll it down a little bit. Yeah, click on the download button, first one. And here, guys, let me tell you before only, for MySQL, particularly for MySQL, whether it is 32 or like what we call 32-bit or 64-bit, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can see only 32-bit download here, and you can just download it. Whereas when compared to Oracle SQL, we should download it separately. If our system has 64-bit, we need to download 64 thing. Okay, here no need of doing that. So you can just click now. Click on no thanks, just start my down. Yeah, please click. Did you click on that? Start my download. I think it has started actually. Open the first tab. Open first tab. No, first tab. Begin your download. That MySQL previous tab in Google browser. No, not this. You are in downloads page, right? Open the first tab. MySQL begin your download tab is there, no? That one. Okay, open Chrome once again. No problem. Click on download. Yeah. Yes, now it's started actually. I think it, yeah, open it. Now please click on custom over there. Last option, custom. Select custom. Yeah. And click on next. Here, first one, you can you see MySQL servers? Can you please expand that? Click on plus icon over there. Click on plus icon. Yeah, beside MySQL servers, there is a plus icon, correct. 1 second. Now, once again, click on plus icon on MySQL server. So guys, wait here. So guys, you need to expand here MySQL server, okay? So here, once again, expand that first one, 8.01. Yes. Select the first one here, MySQL server. Just select it. And click on right arrow here. You can see arrow, right? Yeah, click on that arrow. Perfect. 1 second, please wait. Yeah, please wait 1 second. Now click on this double arrow where you can see 2 arrows in green color. Yeah, click on that. It went right. Okay. Okay. Select first one and once again click on. Okay, maybe click on next now. Let us see. Oh, no. Click on back. Okay, great. Now, please expand this applications. Click on plus icon of applications. Applications. Yeah. Now, expand MySQL Workbench. Expand 8.0. MySQL 8.0. Yeah. Now, please select the first one and click on that arrow mark. Yeah. So guys, we need to download MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench in your laptop. Okay. That's why we are expanding this and we are selecting Server and Workbench. Clear? Now please click on next. Try to click on execute. Select those two and click on execute. Okay, leave it and click on execute. Okay, click on I agree and click on install. Click on close. Click on next. Perfect. Now click on execute. Guys, mostly the previous window where this previous window, most of the laptops may not come directly. They will show this window only. Don't worry. Just click on execute. Okay. Some of you can come across with the last step, or some of you can directly come into this step. Okay. Don't worry about it. Just click on execute. It will be done. Click on next. Execute. It is installing. Click on next. Yeah, here, please wait. Let me check the settings. Okay, everything is perfect. Click on next. Next. 1 second. You need to give any password here, and please remember that password. You need to use it while opening the application. Please enter any password which you will remember. Click on next. Guys, please remember your password, okay? Or else please write it down somewhere. Don't forget. We cannot do anything if you forget it. Now, 1 second. Click on next. Next. Execute. And the remaining remaining students, when you got the access for your, click on finish. That's it. It will be done. Wait for a moment. Okay, click on next. Finish. Perfect. That's it. Okay, guys, when you got the access for your videos, please go through this video and try to download the application in your laptops. Okay. Now, okay, from here, uh, Kanan, can you please make me host? Beside your name, just click on participants, and beside your name, you can see 3 dots. There you can find make me host kind of thing. Can you see? Can you see participants? Okay, great. I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Kanan. Thank you for sharing. Let me open. Let me 1 second. I'm sharing my entire screen now. You can see my entire screen, right? This is the MySQL Workbench logo. Let me open it for you all from beginning. So when I click on this, the first page will be like this. I think Kanan, you will be in this page, right? So can you see local instance here? You need to click here. As I will use continuously, directly I get into the interface, but for you people, it will ask to enter the password which you have given while installing. Kanan, just click on that. If it is asking password, type the password which you have given previously. You can see this kind of interface. Can you able to see? Basically, this one will also be closed like this, something like this. Actually, something like this you will see. First, whenever you are downloaded and open for the first time, it will be in administration page. You need to click on schemas, and you need, can you see here SQL kind of thing? You can see my screen clearly, right? Guys, please respond in chat. Can you see my screen clearly? Yeah. So you can see here SQL kind of thing, right? You need to click on this. One new query page will come where you can edit or where you can write your queries. Okay, click. You need to click on this. Below file, there is one icon here. We need to click on this to open any new query page. Okay. So this is how you open your workbench. This is basically MySQL workbench. Whether it is Oracle software, whether it is MySQL, or whether it is SQL Server, whatever it is, the SQL language or the coding will be the same, but only the interface will be different. Okay. Now, let's do some practicals today. So when we talk about SQL, is the size okay? So SQL is a structured query language. As I said yesterday, SQL, as you know all, it is a structured query language. It is easy to learn language, and you can see here, I used hashtag here, right? Basically, this is used for a comment. when you want to add some comments in your workbench, you will use this hashtag. Okay, comment means something which is not executable. Okay, whether it may be a query or whether it may be any text which you don't want to execute, you can just mention. You can just write hashtag before this line. Okay. For SQL, first of all, it is case insensitive. Means you can use either uppercase, lowercase, no problem. Okay, it is case insensitive. You can write in any case. Secondly, it is free flow. Free flow in the sense you can give spaces, you can give single space, you can give double space, anything. You can write wherever you want. No particular structure to write any query. Okay, it freely you can write in anywhere. So first of all, we need database to create any data. Okay, as I said yesterday, database is called as a collection of data. Okay, but now technically it is a collection of data, but I can tell you like it is something like a folder. Okay, it is something like a folder. Like when you suppose when you buy some new laptop, you get hard drive on that, right? First thing what you will do on hard drive, you will create some folders like D drive, E drive, etc. to store your files, correct? So in the same way, we need to create database to create some tables and to store some tables in it. So what happens here is in every organization, there are multiple projects and multiple teams involved. And every team or every project separately, they have their own data. Everyone wants to store and manage their own data, right? So that's where they create a database. Okay. So to create a database, create, the syntax is create database, database name is the syntax actually. Let me keep it in quotes. Understand? Create database, database name. And here you can find semicolon here. So semicolon is an optional thing in MySQL. Whether you use it or you don't use it, it works the same. Okay. So this is the syntax of creating database. Create database, database name. So let me create one database for you. Create database. Database name, let me take it as DURGASOFT. Okay. We need to select this line. And can you see here yellow button? Yellow kind of thing. This is the execute button here. Is it visible for you guys? You can see yellow flash kind of thing here. You can just click here and the query got executed. You can see here down, create database, one row got affected. It got executed. Okay, simply we need to write this query, create database, database name, and we need to select this and we need to click on this run button. It will get executed. Okay. And as I said, semicolon is optional thing. And one more thing here you want to remember, when we are mentioning any database names, database cannot have a space. You are not supposed to give space while mentioning its name. Like you are not supposed to give DURGASOFT like this. It will consider as two separate names. So no spaces will be there here, and no any other what we call special characters also. But if you want to make it anything different, you can use capital letter here, or simply you can use underscore. Okay, you can only use underscore to different to, if you want to separate any words, you can use underscore, but you are not supposed to use spaces. Okay, this one you need to remember. Now, after creating database, you can see I have, where is my databases? I have few databases here, correct? So generally, if we create 5 to 10 databases, after creating databases, sometimes we have multiple databases, right? Like suppose if I have 10 databases in my machine, uh, now SQL don't know which database I would like to use to store data, correct? If I simply open one page and write one query, how SQL can understand to where to store that query in which database, correct? So SQL gets confused with whether to store in any particular database. It will get confused. Okay. So we need to use activate. We need to activate the database. So in order to give clarity to the SQL, we need to activate the database. Okay. We need to activate the database by using use command. Okay. Simply you can write as use database name, and guys, here let me refresh it here. If you see, this is the refresh button here, right? Can you see here? After creating my database, if I refresh here, you can see here DurgaSoft, correct? You can see classic models, you can see DurgaSoft here, right? Previously I worked on classic models, so here it is highlighted here. Whatever, if I suppose execute any query here, it will directly store that query in classic models. But if I want to store that particular query in DurgaSoft, I need to activate DurgaSoft database by using use database DurgaSoft kind of thing. I need to select this. I need to click on run. What happened? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm using database here. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. We are not supposed to use database here. Only while creating, we will use create database name. While activating it, we will use just use and database name. Okay. Let me write a command here. Use be name. Okay. That's why I'm wondering why I'm getting the error. Okay. So if you observe, we will use to activate the database. And once we run this query, this DurgaSoft is is it got bold, right? It became very dark. Correct? Am I clear? Guys, please respond in chat. Am I clear? Did you observe previously? It was like, see, previously classic models is bold. You can see here, classic models is in light color, right? Let me now activate that one. Classic models 1. See, now it became bold. Correct? So we need to activate our database to let SQL know where we want to, execute the queries. Okay. So now let me try to execute the query, create database once again, and let me see what happens. Create database, DurgaSoft. It will throw me an error saying database already exists, correct? We cannot create multiple databases on the same name. So I created DurgaSoft database now, right? Tomorrow, if I want to use this database, no need of creating again and again. Only once you need to create the database, and you can just activate the database, and you can just start querying in it. Okay. It won't let us to create the same database with the same name. Okay. I want to store. I want to create one employees table, and I want to store employee ID, employee name, date of joining, and salary kind of things in a table. So let me create a table. Create table. Employees. Employee ID. Employee name. Date of joining. Salary. Okay. Now I'm creating a table name called employees with the 4 columns. The column is employee ID, name, date of joining, and salary kind of thing. Okay. Yesterday I said in Excel, right? If we write any type of data anywhere, like if accidentally, let me first create this and again I will explain. Okay. So in yesterday in Excel, I said you that if in Excel I showed you by taking one orders table, right? And I entered some order details like order 1, 2, order 3. Did you remember? And I said you if accidentally I wrote hi under order ID, it accepted that data, correct? I said our system should be such robust that it should not enter such kind of data. It should throw me an error, right? As you see now, if I try to create table, I got an error here, right? So this is because of that feature only. So In Excel, it will allow me to enter whatever I want, but in SQL, it won't allow us to enter whatever data we want, because we will define data types here for each column. As I didn't define the data types here, and I tried to execute this query, it thrown an error for me. Correct? We need to define data type for each column. Like after employee ID, I am using int. Int is one data type. It is integer basically. It is a number, correct? So employee IDs will be numbers, right? So we are using int for employee ID, char for employee name, and char is something like alphabetical data. When we define some alphabetical data, we need to define length. Okay, we will use char here and we will give some kind of length. Like I gave 30 here. I define character length as 30, or suppose 10. I define character length as 10, and if I try to enter some 20 characters data, it won't accept. We need to enter the data below this length only. Okay, whenever we are defining any character length, we need to define length. We need to allocate some space to enter that character. Okay, and date of joining, data type will be date, salary will be float, because salary float is salary will be like decimal points. Correct? Salary can be anything like 35k, 35.2, 35.3, like that also it will be there. Correct? Like if, suppose 1.2 lakhs, like that. So we will whenever you see salary, by default we will use float only. If you give integer also, that is fine, but it won't allow you to enter 1.2 kind of thing. At that time you need to enter 1,20,000 in a complete in that form. Okay, so int is for integers, char. There is many other things like char, varchar, all of them. We will see them deeply in when we talk about data types. Okay, for now I'm just explaining you char, and whenever we use char, we need to define the length to store that characters. Okay, and date data type for dates, and float is used for decimals. Okay, just try to understand in a normal way about this. We will have one specific session for data types kind of thing. At that time I will explain you detailing. So now let me create this table. See, you can see, sorry, you can see here, right? At last table got created. Am I clear, guys? Is it understandable for you? If you have any doubts, please respond in chat. Am I clear? Are you able to understand me? Am I getting very fast? Am I going very fast? Please, guys, please respond. Is it clear for you all so far? Everyone. I need to see a reply from everyone. And I tell you, everyone, if you have any doubt, please stop me at that point of time only and please ask me. Okay? It will be better for you and for me as well. Okay, so it is understandable, right? Whatsoever we have discussed, I just told how to create database, how to activate the database, and how to create a table. That's it. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just ask me at any point of time. So once we created the table, you can check whether the table is created or not in one another way. You can see here refresh button, right? Besides schema, you can just click on this refresh button. You can scroll down. Under DurgaSofts, you can see tables here, right? Just expand it and you can see employees table is created. Correct? You can just refresh it. Under the database, you can find the tables, and under tables, you can find whatever tables you have created. This is one way to just confirm whether the table is created correctly or not. Okay. Now I created a table. I will insert data into table. Okay. So to insert any data, we use insert into command. Insert into command is used to enter the data. Okay. Let me write the syntax for you. Insert into table name values. Okay. This is the syntax for inserting the data. Now let me insert the values. Insert into employees. Okay, so insert into table name, right? I took employees, and you can write beside here also values, but if you write down, it will be and very understandable manner. It will be in a very understandable manner. I prefer writing in the next line only, but you can write it beside as well. So we need to give the values here, whatever we are wanting to enter. So uh, for your better understanding, let me just copy paste this here. I'm not executing it again. I'm just copying and pasting it here. So this is our table, correct? There is employee ID, there is employee name, date of joining, salary, right? So I am entering the data here now. For employee ID, I'm giving 1. For name, I'm giving Sam. And for date, I'm giving any date like 2021 August 2nd. And I'm giving a salary of about 50,000. Okay. So before entering another data, let me tell you, integers, you can enter. For integers, you can just enter directly. No need of no need of mentioning any quotes. Okay. But when it comes to character data, you need to use quotes. Whether you can use single quotes or whether you can use double quotes. You can enter the data in between the quotes. Okay. And for data also, for date also, you need to use quotes only. Only for numbers, no need of using quotes. For date, as you see, I gave dates in the form of quotes. I gave name is also inside the quotes. Okay. And date should be in such a format that inside the quotes, you need to use YYYY, DD kind of thing. First, you need to give year, next month, next date. You should follow this format only. Okay. And this is the one row. Create another row, I can just simply put a comma and give another details. Okay, like comma. 1 minute, guys. Accidentally, I opened Tableau desktop and it is just stopping my screen. Just give me 1 moment. Let me close that file. Okay. So now Leo, let me give any other date. Let me give some other salary. Okay. If you want, you can keep it in another row as well. Okay. So let me execute this. So it got executed, correct? Right? 2 lines got executed. So now under schema, you can refresh once again. Under DurgaSoft, there is tables, and under tables, there is employees, right? Here at the right side, you can see one table. If you just click on it, it will show how we created the table. Correct? This is what I created: employee ID, employee name, date of joining, and salary. And I gave 2 details like Sam and Leo, correct? And this is one way to open that, and the another way to display data is you need to use select command. Okay, so select star from table name. If you use a star, it will display all the data, complete data from that table. Sorry, spelling mistake. So yeah, this is what. If we can check from here also, and we can write this query also to display the data. Okay, we will use basically select command here. So now you can see here 2 rows, right? Sam and Leo. Let me try executing this insert query once again. Okay, let me see, will it stopping me? I mean, will SQL is throwing me error to enter data again or not? No, it didn't stop. It created again. Correct? Me select. Let me run this select query. See, you can see the duplicated data here. Sam Leo, correct? Do you think this is a correct way of storing the data? Please respond in chats. No, correct. Basically, if I again trying to execute the query, it should throw me an error that is duplicated data, correct? To get that, we will get into the topic called primary key. Now, please tell me this employee ID. Can 2 people have 2 employee IDs? No, right? It should be unique. The data should be unique. So to keep the column unique, we define column as primary key. Okay. Primary key is a column that cannot accept null values and duplicate data. Okay. Primary key is a, if we define primary key in any column, it won't accept null values and it won't allows duplicate data. So every important column like IDs, whichever column we want to be keep unique, we need to define primary keys for that concept. Okay. So actually I wanted to start primary key and foreign key also in this session, but I guess the time is up. If I start now, we will stop in middle, right? So I don't want that. Let me continue explaining the primary key and foreign key in tomorrow's session because it is important concept. If you are trying as a fresher, this is going to be the definite important interview question. They will ask you about the primary key and foreign key. So let me explain you detailing about this in tomorrow's class. So far, do you have any doubts, guys? Please respond in chat. Is that okay for you? Can we continue about primary and foreign keys in next class? Okay, so do you have any doubts? Actually, I need feedback from you guys. Uh, First, we start with SQL or Power. We start with SQL Power. We will learn SQL first month, and second month we will learn Power BI. If we learn SQL, it will be easy for us to learn Power BI because we will get used with the data, right? Using the data, we will get used how like the tables and all. So after SQL, if we learn Power BI, it will be easy for us. So guys, please give me any feedback. Like, am I going in a medium? Like, am I being fast or am I being slow? Yes, salary we can use int also, as I said previously, integer. But if we use int, we are supposed, if the salary is 1,20,000 for any person, if you use int there, you need to mention 1,20,000. If you mention as float, you can just directly write as 1.2 lakhs, like that. You can use int or float, no problem. But according to that data type, you need to enter the data. That's it. So guys, please tell me about my speed, about is there a separate batch from Power BI, ma'am? I'm really attending the MS SQL server batch. Okay. Yeah, if you want to attend Power BI batch, only Power BI batch, I'm presently not taking any batch. You need to wait for 1 month. After completing SQL, I will start Power BI. You can join at that time also, but I suggest you to learn this also because I'm going to explain you everything very practically. Because let me tell you, if you if you try as a data analyst role or if you try as Power BI developer role, the first round will be on SQL questions only. They will give you data and they will ask you to write the queries. If you clear that round only, then the second round will be on Power BI. I'm telling you frankly, guys, if you learn 100% Power BI and if you learn 40% SQL, uh, it is it is of useless. So it's your wish, Pavan. I guess someone asked me who is that. Yeah, it's your call, Pavan. You can attend this classes continuously, or you can just directly attend my Power BI session. That's no problem. As you said, you all are already attending SQL Server batch. I won't ask you to attend both. It's your call completely. But I can tell you with 100% sure, my way of teaching will be completely different. I'm not going to give you any definitions, any notes for you. I will give you some basic notes. But I wanted, when you go for an interview, I wanted to open you. I will open you the SQL Server pages. There only I will make you to write comments so that you can able to read the queries and you can see the code below it. I will explain you in that way, very practical way, because from last 3 years I'm working as an online instructor for US based company, US based consultancy. All US students in Australia students will attend my session. If I'm teach them the definitions and syntaxes, they will kick me only. They will learn only practical kind of thing. So I got used to this kind of teaching, and in India, in Hyderabad, this is my first batch. I'm starting first batch in India now only with you guys only. So I got used to it. I will teach completely practically, which is very important nowadays to get a job. So you can think about it. If you want the Power BI class, please wait for 1 month. When our batch started, you can join. And I think medium pace, ma'am. Mahesh, thank you. How many years of experience can we keep after completing the full course? Uh, According to your profile, Vivek, based on your passed out year, after the at the end of the session, I can uh, personally suggest you by seeing your all details. If you want, I can help you in creating your resume also. I can give you some project details also. Depending on your pass out year, you may keep 2 to 4 years of experience by learning by listening my classes. Yes, I will help. I will give you interview questions. I will help you in creating resumes. I will give you project details. And while facing interviews also, if you face any new question, and if you don't, of course, there is Google nowadays, you can find any solutions from there. But still, after the course also, if you need any assistance, I will be available for you. You can just contact Durga team and they will contact me. So it depends. Vivek, as I said, at the end of the session, by looking into your profile, I will suggest you the years of experience. But by listening, after listening my classes, you can keep up 2 to 4 years for sure. Because I will, in Power BI also, I will explain you by, as you see, I will give you the database in SQL. I will explain you by taking real-time database so that you can clearly keep 2 years experience in SQL. I won't suggest you to keep all the 4 years in one company. I suggest you to keep first 2 years as a SQL developer and next 2 years as a data analyst, 2 years Power BI, 2 years SQLs like that, so that it will be easy for you. And Power BI also, I will explain you in a complete practical manner. And at the end of the session also, I will give you one sales dashboard, sales kind of project for you guys. I won't explain you about that project in the classes. I will give you the project details. You can work it on. If you have any questions, you can find the solutions in Google as well. I mean, you can find the complete code in Google, reports in Google. But in the meanwhile, if you face any issues, if you find any errors, you can contact me at any time. So that if you learn in that manner, you can get some practical knowledge and you can manage your experience kind of thing. Correct? So is there any questions, guys? Do you can I end the session? All clear? But please, again, I suggest you to please log in with laptops from tomorrow. Let's start practicing. I just keep on executed today, but from tomorrow onwards, main topics will get started, right? I will execute first and I will ask you to execute along with me. Or else, if you think the time is being wasted like that, you can just watch the video and you can execute in your free time. If any errors you face, you can ask me. Anything is fine. Okay, but bring your laptops, download the application. Once you get the access, please watch today's video and download MySQL applications, because again, if I take time to explain everything, it will waste our time, right? There are many concepts in SQL. If you want, you can see, just open DurgaSoft website and under my course, under my name, you can see the index. There are many concepts so far to cover. We should cover them in 1 month. And I'm not the kind of instructor who will explain slowly at the fast. And last 1 week, I won't rush. I hate that kind of teaching because going forward only main important concepts will be there. Most of the instructors will do like in last 2 days, they will try to cover 4 to 5 concept, which is the worst thing. I won't do that. I will give the equal time to each and every concept so that it will be useful to you guys. So I don't want to waste time. in explaining once again the installation. Please watch the video and install the applications in your laptop, okay? That's it, guys. That's about today's session. Can I end the session? Please reply in chat. Can I end the session? Great. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.